My friend, have you ever felt like nothing is working no matter how hard you try? You keep trying, you keep pushing, you keep hoping, yet everything feels stuck. You pray, you wait, you try again, but still nothing changes, and slowly, you start to feel tired. You start to feel discouraged. You start to wonder if things will ever get better. But listen carefully. This is not the end of your story. This is not failure. This is a moment where God is calling you closer. Because when nothing works in your own strength, it is an invitation to depend on God completely. So don't scroll. Don't ignore this. Because this message from Jesus is exactly what your heart needs right now. My friend, sometimes life reaches a point where everything feels blocked. You try different ways, you make different decisions, you put in effort again and again, but the results don't come, and that can make you feel like giving up. It can make you feel like nothing is working for you. But what if this moment is not a failure? What if this moment is God redirecting you? Because sometimes when things don't work, it is not because you are weak. It is because God is leading you to something better that you cannot see yet. So don't lose hope in this moment. Trust that God is working even when nothing seems to move. There are times when you feel like you are alone in your struggles. You look around, and it feels like others are moving forward, while you are stuck. You compare, you question, you doubt yourself. But listen, your journey is different. Your timing is different. God is working in your life in a way that is unique to you. And just because things are not happening quickly does not mean they are not happening at all. God is preparing you. He is shaping you. He is building something inside you that will carry you into your next season. You may have tried everything you know. You may have used your strength, your knowledge, your effort, but still things didn't change, and that can be frustrating. But sometimes God allows you to reach the limit of your own strength so that you will turn to Him fully. Because when you depend only on yourself, you carry the pressure. But when you depend on God, He carries the burden. And that is where peace begins. That is where strength begins. That is where change begins. Jesus is not ignoring you. Sees your effort. He sees your struggle. He sees the moments when you felt like giving up but still kept going. And He is not far away. He is closer than you think. He is ready to guide you. He is ready to strengthen you. He is ready to open a path for you even when you don't see a way. So instead of focusing on what is not working, focus on Him. Trust Him. Follow Him. And allow Him to lead your life. So right now, take a moment. Stop overthinking. Stop worrying. Stop trying to control everything. And simply turn to God. Speak to Him honestly. Trust Him completely. And believe that even if nothing seems to be working, God is already working behind the scenes, preparing something better for you. My friend, when everything feels like it is falling apart, that is often the moment when God is putting things together in a different way. You may not see it clearly. You may not understand it fully, but just because something is not working the way you expected does not mean nothing is happening at all. God is working behind the scenes. He is removing what is not right. He is preparing what is meant for you. He is aligning things in ways you cannot yet see. And one day, you will look back and realize that what felt like delay was actually protection. What felt like failure was actually redirection. So don't give up in this moment, because something is shifting even now. There are moments when you feel like your efforts are wasted. You try, you push, you do your best, but nothing seems to move forward. And that feeling can slowly drain your energy. It can make you feel tired. It can make you question everything. But listen carefully. No effort is ever wasted in God's plan. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, every challenge you face is building something inside you. It is preparing you for something greater. And even if you don't see the results immediately, God is using every moment to shape your future. Sometimes you feel like you are doing everything right, yet nothing is working. And that can be confusing. It can make you feel like something is wrong with you. But the truth is, God's timing is different from yours. What feels late to you is perfectly timed by God. What feels slow to you is intentional. What feels uncertain is part of a bigger plan. So instead of rushing, learn to trust. Instead of forcing things, learn to wait. Because when God moves, He moves in the right time and in the right way. You may be standing in a place right now where you feel stuck. You don't know what step to take next. You don't know what decision is right. You don't know how things will change. And that uncertainty can be heavy. But listen, you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to figure everything out. All you need to do is trust God for the next step, not the whole path. Just the next step, and when you take that step with faith, God will guide you to the next one. So right now, choose to trust even when you don't understand. Choose to believe even when you don't see results. Choose to move forward even when things feel uncertain, because when you trust God in the middle of confusion, you are building a faith that cannot be shaken, and that faith will carry you through this season into a place of breakthrough, peace, and strength. My friend, there are moments when your heart feels heavy and you don't even know how to explain it. You try to stay strong. You try to keep going. You try to act like everything is okay, but inside you feel tired. You feel like nothing is moving. You feel like no matter what you do, things are not changing, and that feeling can slowly break your confidence. But listen carefully. Just because things are not moving on the outside does not mean nothing is happening. Inside, God is working within you. He is strengthening your spirit. He is building your patience. He is preparing you for something that requires a stronger version of you. And this season, even though it feels slow, is not wasted. There are nights when you question everything. You question your path. You question your decisions. You even question your prayers. You ask yourself, why is this happening? Why is nothing working? Why am I still here? And those questions can feel overwhelming. But listen, questions do not mean you are weak. They mean you are searching. They mean you are growing. And in those moments, God is not disappointed in you. He is drawing you closer. He is teaching you to trust Him beyond your understanding, to believe even when things don't make sense. That is where real faith begins. You may feel like you are behind in life. You may feel like others are moving ahead while you are stuck. You compare, you doubt, you feel like you are missing something, but listen carefully. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment. God is not rushing your story. He is not comparing you to anyone else. He is working in your life in a specific way, and what He is building in you right now will matter in your future in ways you cannot yet see. So stop comparing, start trusting. There are things that God is protecting you from that you don't even realize. There are paths that were closed for a reason. There are situations that didn't work out because they were not meant for you, and even though it felt disappointing at the time, it was actually protection. Was God guiding you away from something that could have hurt you? So instead of seeing every closed door as a loss, start seeing it as direction, because God sees what you cannot see. He knows what you do not know. So right now, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is not the end. This is a process. This is a season, and seasons change. What you are going through right now will not last forever. There is something ahead. There is something better. There is something that God is preparing for you. So don't lose hope. Don't give up. Keep trusting. Keep moving forward, and believe that even if nothing seems to be working right now, everything is slowly coming together in God's perfect timing. My friend, there comes a point in your life where you realize that your own strength is not enough. You try harder. You push more. You think more. You plan more. But still things don't move, and that is where frustration begins. But listen carefully. This is not where you fail. This is where you shift. This is where you stop relying only on yourself and start trusting God completely. Because when you depend only on your own strength, you carry pressure. But when you depend on God, He carries the burden. And when He carries it, things begin to change in ways you could never create on your own. You may feel like you have reached your limit. You may feel like you cannot try anymore. You may feel like you are tired of hoping and not seeing results. And that feeling is real. That exhaustion is real. But even in that moment, God is still with you. He is not waiting for you to be strong. He is asking you to come to Him as you are, tired, broken, uncertain. And when you come to Him like that, He gives you a strength that is not your own. Strength that allows you to keep going, even when you feel like stopping. There are situations in your life that you cannot fix by thinking more. You cannot solve everything by overthinking. You cannot create answers just by worrying, and yet your mind keeps trying. But tonight, this is your moment to release that cycle, to stop trying to figure everything out, to stop carrying what is too heavy and to place it into God's hands. Because when you release control, you create space for peace, and when peace enters, clarity follows. God is already ahead of you. He is already in your tomorrow. He knows what is coming before you even think about it, and that means You don't have to be afraid of the future. You don't have to worry about every possible outcome because the one who sees everything is guiding you every step you take. He is there even when you don't feel it, even when you don't see it. He is working quietly, powerfully, consistently. So right now, make a decision. Simple but powerful decision. Decide that you will trust God even when things are unclear. Decide that you will keep going even when things feel slow. Decide that you will not give up just because you don't see results. Yet because this moment, this season, is not your ending, it is your turning point. And when you hold on to faith through this, you will step into something stronger, better, and more meaningful than you imagined. My friend, you have been trying for so long. You have been pushing forward even when things were difficult. You have been holding on even when everything inside you wanted to give up. And maybe right now, you feel like nothing is changing. You feel like your effort is not being rewarded. You feel like you are stuck in the same place. But listen carefully. Just because you don't see immediate results does not mean nothing is happening. You are being strengthened. You are being prepared. You are becoming someone who can handle what is coming next. And that preparation is not visible, but it is powerful. There are moments when you feel invisible. You feel like no one sees your effort. No one understands your struggle. No one knows how hard you are trying, and that feeling can make you question your worth. But listen, God sees everything. He sees every small step. He sees every silent effort. He sees every moment you chose to keep going, even when it was hard. And nothing you do is ignored. Nothing you go through is wasted. Everything matters. Everything is part of a bigger plan. Sometimes you expect things to change quickly. You expect results immediately. You expect progress to be visible. But life does not always move that way. God does not always work on your timeline. He works on His, and His timing is perfect, even when it feels slow, even when it feels delayed, even when it feels like nothing is happening. He is still working, and when the time is right, things will begin to move in ways you cannot stop. You may feel like giving up. You may feel like you have tried enough. You may feel like you cannot continue. But before you make that decision, pause, take a moment, breathe, and remember how far you have come. Remember everything you have already overcome. Remember the strength that carried you through difficult times, and realize this: you did not come this far to stop now. You are closer than you think, closer to change, closer to breakthrough, closer to something better. So right now, choose to hold on just a little longer. Choose to trust just a little deeper. Choose to believe just a little stronger, because sometimes the moment before everything changes feels exactly like this. It feels slow. It feels uncertain. Feels like nothing is happening, but behind the scenes, everything is coming together, and very soon, you will begin to see the results of everything you have been going through. My friend, there is a transformation happening inside you. Even if you cannot fully see it yet, you are not the same person you were before. You have grown through pain. You have learned through struggle. You have become stronger through challenges that once felt impossible. And that change is important because what God is preparing for you requires a stronger version of you. It requires a mindset that does not break easily. It requires a heart that can endure. And even though this process feels slow, it is building something unshakable inside you. You don't need everything to be perfect. Before you move forward, you don't need every answer. You don't need a clear path. All you need is the courage to take the next step. And that step may feel small. It may feel uncertain, but it matters because progress is not always about big moves. Sometimes it is about small steps taken consistently, and those small steps, over time, create big change. There are things you need to let go of if you want to move forward. You cannot carry doubt into your next season. You cannot carry fear into your next level. You cannot hold on to thoughts that tell you that you are not enough, because those things will hold you back. God is trying to move you forward, but you have to release what is weighing you down. And when you let go, you make space for something better. Your thoughts are powerful. What you believe about yourself, about your future, about your situation, affects how you live. If you believe nothing will change, you will stay where you are. But if you believe that God is working, that things can improve, that your life can move forward, you will begin to act differently. You will take steps you were afraid to take. You will move with more confidence, and that is where change begins. So this moment, right now, is your opportunity to shift, to think differently, to believe differently, to move differently. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to repeat the same cycle. You can choose a new direction. You can choose faith over fear. You can choose trust over doubt. And when you make that choice, you begin to step into a new version of your life, one that is stronger, clearer, and moving forward with purpose. My friend, you are closer than you think, even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if everything still looks the same on the outside, there is something building beneath the surface. There is something shifting within you. God is preparing you. Quietly, He is strengthening you. Silently, He is aligning things in ways you cannot yet see. And this stage, this exact moment where you feel unsure, is often the moment before things begin to change. So don't walk away. Now don't lose faith. Now you have come too far to stop at this point. There were moments you thought you wouldn't make it, moments where everything felt too heavy, moments where you felt completely lost, but somehow you kept going. You found a way to continue. You found strength, even when you felt weak, and that strength did not come from nowhere. That was God carrying you. That was God guiding you. That was God making sure you did not fall apart. And if He has brought you through those moments, He will not leave you now. There are doors that are about to open in your life, opportunities that you cannot yet see, paths that are being prepared for you. But before those doors open, you need to be ready. You need to believe. You need to trust, because when those opportunities come, you cannot hesitate. You cannot doubt. You must step forward with confidence, knowing that God would not bring you to that moment if you were not ready for it. You don't need validation from others. You don't need approval from people who do not understand your journey. Your path is different. Your timing is different. God is working in your life in a way that is unique to you. And when you stop comparing yourself to others, you begin to move with peace. You begin to focus on your own growth, and that focus will take you further than comparison ever could. So as you move forward from this moment, hold on to this truth. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are in the middle of a process, and that process is leading you somewhere better. Even if you cannot see it yet, you can trust it, because everything that is happening right now is preparing you for something greater than you imagined. My friend, this moment right now is more important than you realize. It may look like nothing has changed. It may feel like everything is still the same, but deep inside, something is shifting. There is a new strength rising within you. There is a new level of faith being built. And that is not random. That is God working in your life. He is preparing you for something greater. He is shaping you into someone who can handle what is coming next. And even though you cannot fully see it yet, this moment is the beginning of change. You have carried enough. You have worried enough. You have tried to control things that were never meant for you to control. And now it is time to release it. It is time to let go of the pressure. It is time to give everything to God completely, not partially, not temporarily. Completely trust Him with your life. Trust Him with your future. Trust Him with everything. And when you do, you will feel a peace that is deeper than your understanding. Peace that calms your mind, relaxes your heart, and strengthens your soul. There is nothing in your life that God cannot handle. There is no situation too complicated, no problem too big, no fear too strong. He is able to make a way where there seems to be no way. He is able to guide you even when you feel lost. He is able to protect you even when you feel vulnerable. And when He moves in ways that go beyond your expectations. So don't limit Him. Don't doubt Him. Believe that He is already working, even now, in your life. So today, make a choice. Choose faith over fear. Choose trust over doubt. Choose to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for everything to be clear. Move forward. Anyway, take that step. Make that decision. Trust that God will guide you along the way, because progress does not come from waiting. Progress comes from moving. And when you move with faith, you begin to see change. Remember this, my friend. You are not alone. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are protected. You are guided. God is with you right now. He is watching over you. He is leading you into something greater. Even if nothing seems to be working, something is coming together. Even if you cannot see it yet, change is near, so stand strong, keep going. Trust God fully, and never forget, your story is not over. Your breakthrough is closer than you think.